For many years, the sociology of the family was dominated by functionalist theory. Functionalists always ask about the purpose or function of an institution. By that they mean, what good does the institution do for society and individuals? So functionalists are interested in identifying the positive functions of a family for society. They view the family as the cornerstone of society because it plays the dominant role among all social institutions in making individuals feel part of wider society. For example, through primary socialisation. Functionalists see the nuclear family as beneficial and necessary for the smooth running of society and the personal development of individuals. Two key functionalists were American sociologists George Murdock and Talcott Parsons. Murdock, in 1949, studied 250 societies, from small hunting and gathering societies to modern industrial countries like the USA. In all these societies, he claimed that the nuclear family was universal, and by that he meant that some form of it existed in every society. Now, Murdock argued that all families fulfill 4 vital functions. 1. Sexual function. Marital sex creates a powerful emotional bond between a couple. It encourages fidelity and therefore commits the individual to family life. This encourages stable relationships which help maintain stability in society. 2. The reproductive role. Society requires new members to ensure the continuation of society. This generally occurs within a marital family context. 3. Educational. Culture needs to be transmitted to the next generation, so children need to be effectively socialised into the dominant values, norms, customs and rituals of a society. This is the process of primary socialisation, where children learn to talk, learn manners and learn to follow rules, for example. And then the 4th is economic. Adult family members provide shelter, food and money for their children. When families buy things to meet the needs of their children, this also helps to maintain the economy. Now, Murdock argued that all families fulfill 4 vital functions, and he would argue that the nuclear family fulfills these functions best. Parsons, in 1959, focused on the American family and argued that the family has 2 important functions that cannot be performed by other institutions. 1. Primary socialisation. So Parsons believed that families are vital in passing on the norms and values of society. Families are responsible for teaching children the rules, patterns of behaviour and belief systems that make involvement in social life possible. Reflecting US society at the time, Parsons saw mothers as playing the major role in the process of nurturing and socialising children. He believed men and women were biologically suited to certain roles. Women to the expressive role and men to the instrumental role. And the second function that Parsons argued the family has that no other institution can perform is the stabilisation of adult personalities. Parsons argued that the second specialised function of the family is to relieve stresses of modern day living. This warm bath analogy claims that family life stabilises adult personalities. The family does this by providing a warm, loving home where adults can be themselves and relax. The emotional support and scrutiny within the family reduces stress from work and other activities outside the home, and this then strengthens social stability. As you've seen, the functionalist theory emphasises the integration and harmony between the different parts of society and sees the family as a vital organ in maintaining the body of society. However, this view has been challenged in many ways. You could argue that functionalists paint a rosy picture of family life and often ignore conflict that may occur, in particular the darker side of family life, such as violence and child abuse. In 2002, David Cheel points out that functional relationships can easily slip into dysfunctional relationships and are therefore not as harmonious as functionalists believe them to be. You could also argue the functionalist views on family lives are based on white, middle-class American family life and have not considered families that may be different. For example, by ignoring how ethnicity, religion, and class influence the family structure, or that women are not solely responsible for domestic roles. Also, Murdock and Parsons' research may no longer be relevant in contemporary society. It might have been in the 1950s, but there has been a steady increase in sexual activity and reproduction outside of the family, and attitudes towards this have changed in recent years. Also, Parsons' separation of the instrumental and expressive role is clearly not always the case today, where most married and cohabiting couples are both wage-earning and share caring and household tasks. So, in summary, functionalists believe that the families are functional for individuals and society. Murdock believes that the nuclear family performs 4 basic functions: sexual, reproductive, educational, economic. Parsons believes that the family has 2 irreducible functions: primary socialisation and the stabilisation of adult personalities. And Parsons suggests the warm bath theory, which states that the family provides a warm, loving home where adults and children can relax. However, you can criticise this theory, as we've discussed previously.